Guatemalans out. Oh no, they were to keep you in here, okay? What a spectacular future. Oh my God. Incredible.
To easily solve this long simmering problem, we hereby demand that they use this power. Until such time they do, it is time for them to pay a very big price. He went on to add that he is also adding 10% to all products from China if they don't stop.
Also, weak sauce that he's given 10% to China, but 25% to Canada and Mexico, two of America's most valuable trade partners. Oh my God. I think it's supposed to be 25 plus 10. Oh, he's adding. Oh, he's doing. Oh my God. So China gets 35%. How much of that is trade for America? It's got to be near 50%. Like if you compile Canada, Mexico, and China, like it's probably almost half of all American trade at that point. List of largest trading partners in the United States. Oh, they said they were going to do that to the European Union too. Donald Trump is a J.D. Pond style permanent first world genocidist, it seems. He said, no more treats. No more treats for you, fatty. It's almost half. Oh my God. Oh no. It's 45%. I was right. Oh, this is so stupid. Like this is... People will say, Hassan, how are you like laughing about this? But it's like, it's so completely out of my hands. We've already described how tariffs work, right? Like, I think everybody here, at least now at this point, understands how it works. Like it's a fee that companies that are importing stuff are going to have to pay to the government. And therefore therefore they're going to make the cost of goods that much higher for the average American. They're going to carry over the cost. They're not going to like eat away at their profits, eat away at their profit margins. It's going to make every single thing more expensive. So it's basically a sales tax. No, dude, China doesn't pay the tariffs. What are you talking about? Shut up. What? That's not real. No, why would they pay for the tariff?
You want to allow drugs to come through our southern border? We're going to tariff you. You want to allow them to come through Canada? We're going to tariff you. China, if you're going to allow this stuff to get sold in our country, largely produced in China, we're going to add another 10% to your share. We are going to cost your countries, your economies. We're going to cost your businesses billions, hundreds of billions of dollars. If you think you're going to poison Americans, it's not going to happen. You're not going to destroy our youth. You're not going to destroy our society. You're not going to destroy our families. You're not going to do it. It's going to cost you. I'm going to put an end to it. Laura, when my father sent that 20 minutes ago, I literally cheered out loud.
This is crazy. I don't understand. Like, do they legitimately think that China's going to pay for it or something? Like, I don't. Like, how would China have the capacity to pay for it? Do you think that they're just going to give money to the people that are importing it, or do you think they're going to cut costs to make up for the tariffs? Is that what it is? Even though they haven't done that? Like, how are they thinking that this process works? It's so funny being Canadian right now, being in the Canadian government, being like, what? Drugs are coming over our border? What are you saying? Like, what? There's a mass influx of migrants fleeing Canada into America? What? Why do tariffs raise prices but corporate taxes don't? First of all, when have we increased the corporate tax rate? You mean to say, why don't prices decrease when corporate tax rates decrease? If that's your question, then yes, that would be a good question to ask economists. It seemingly never goes in that direction. But as far as like a corporate tax versus tariffs, it makes sense. You can move certain things around, but a complete tariff on all of the raw materials necessary will, of course, increase the cost. Taxes on the corporate side are coming in after the fact. It's coming off of your profits. It's coming off of your the revenue generated. Tariffs are not. Tariffs are just raw goods, materials necessary for production. It's just making the production more costly. It's that simple. Also, holy dude, look at this. 73% of overall cable news audiences primetime is watching Fox News. MSNBC is getting 16%. CNN's getting 11%. Holy shit. Yeah, I've said this before as well. I think they want to cut income tax as a substitute. About 25% of the lumber used in the U.S. is Canadian. It'll kill home builders. If 45% of U.S. imports were increased by 35%, it would raise the cost of goods in total approximately by $71.34 billion. That's $71.34 billion that the rich don't need to be taxed. That's so crazy. What is this? Alarm about sanctions' rise has reached the highest levels of the U.S. government. Some senior administration officials have told President Biden directly that the overuse of sanctions risks making the tool less valuable. If you remember, we were ringing the alarm bells about the sanctions already early on, but of course, Jeff over at WAPO did a fantastic piece on America's sanctions regimes skyrocketing and basically creating an entire universe of countries that are completely outside of the sphere of influence of America because they had to basically create a secondary market for themselves. Turns out if you sanction half the planet, then you basically have created half of the planet's new market. You force them into a secondary market. And yet, despite recognition that the volume of sanctions may be excessive, U.S. officials tend to see each individual action as justified, making it hard to stop the trend. The United States is imposing sanctions at a record-setting pace again this year, with more than 60% of all low-income countries now under some form of financial penalty, according to a Washington Post analysis. What? Senator Marco Rubio, China, Russia, and Iran are evading U.S. sanctions by using alternative financial systems. Introduced a bill which would ensure these regimes are held accountable as they attempt to bypass our laws. They don't know it's illegal to have bilateral deals without my permission. Excuse me. I don't think you understand what you're doing. What you're doing is illegal. What you're supposed to do is die. That's illegal. Yeah, it's the I consent to. Isn't there someone you forgot to ask meme playing itself out? All of this spells trouble for America's hegemonic power, superpower status in the world, by the way. But yeah, when you sanction the entire world, at the end of the day, that means you are left alone. And the reality of the matter is, while the United States of America is the largest consumption engine on the planet and still plays a pretty big role in the global marketplace, still plays a ginormous role in the global marketplace. I think this kind of sanctions regime coming, not even sanctions, but this kind of tariffs regime coming from the United States of America is also literally, it's JD Pawn shit, dude. I'm telling you, Donald Trump is doing permanent first world genocide. Maybe the MAGA communists were right. He is. He's an accelerationist. JD Pawn Don. He's just saying, F it, YOLO. It's time. It's time for a new empire to come in and fix the situation. Yeah, the MAGA communists were right. Trump is saying America KKK must suffer for the endless bloodshed that it has caused in the third world, okay? The revolutionary of the third world must be harnessed. The time is now. Amerifats must die. No more treats. Billions will lose out on their treats. It's crazy.
Sending fentanyl and products, drug products through Mexico. That is in addition to the tariffs already.
Tariffs are not supposed to be used as a punitive measure, right? The ideal situation is to use them while also beefing up manufacturing. They encourage a return to American products, but we're not getting that part, are we? Yes. And you can also do that for like raw materials. Like there's just that's not here. You know what I mean? Like, what are you supposed to do? Not only do we not have manufacturing, but like, it also doesn't make sense if you just don't have certain raw materials and you're just slapping a tariff onto it because you're mad. Like, what are you supposed to do? Yeah. Bananas, coffee, avocado, lithium. What do you, well, I mean, I guess lithium, there's places. It's just going to be devastating for the American environment too. That's the other aspect of this. Like, we have trees. It's not like we don't have trees. Let's say we beef up the lumber industry to make up for the additional demand that we're not getting, or to make up for the additional supply that we're not getting from Canada. Okay, now you're just like wiping out entire forests in America. Like, everything is bad. I don't know how else to describe it. I do not see a good way out of this, is what I mean. Okay.